Hi all, I'm preparing a prime rib for Christmas Day also. And I wanted to tell you what I was going to do because I'm getting it ready for the smoker. I want to prepare it a day ahead of time so the seasonings go in. But we started off, and I bagged my seasoning. Started off with about a cup and a fourth of coffee that I put in here. So it's regular coffee. You can use decaf or you can use regular. I have a good strong blend of coffee in there. Then I used about 1 cup of Southwestern seasoning. And then I also put some sea salt, a little bit of sea salt, because we've got other spices. And then I also put about a third, no, I say a fourth of a cup of black pepper. So we've got all that and we mix it up really good, really well. So this is about a 5-pound roast, and it is bone in. What I'm going to do though is do something that my aunts, my mom, and even the restaurant that I worked in when we did the big steamship rounds for the large parties, we would do this. And we would make small cuts into the meat. So let's flip this over here. And we would do this, and then we would open it up a little bit, and then we would take a clove of garlic and put it down in there. And you know how I love garlic, so we're not even gonna gripe about this. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 right in there. I did it pretty deeply. And I'm gonna intersperse this all the way through. Now, when your guests cut into it, and you really need to let your guests know that you're going to have pieces of garlic in there. We're going to smoke this piece of meat till it gets to about 115, 120 degrees. Then we're going to take it off and let it rest. When it rests, we're going to let it sit there for about 15, 20 minutes, covered. Then we're going to reverse sear it. It's going to be wonderful, but it'll have a great smoky flavor, and then it'll have that reverse sear. So we're going to continue this. We're going to go ahead and put those pieces of garlic strategically in there. And don't feel bad, just stick it right in there and push it down. And what this does, it infuses that garlic taste into the meat. Now, you know, we love garlic, so if you don't like garlic, modify this to meet your needs. When we would do the steamship round, we would take that giant piece of beef and we would do tons and tons of it, and everybody loved it. In fact, when Mark and I got married, Teddy, who was basically the head cook and Teddy did everything. Teddy showed us how to do this, and it was wonderful. My mom did it too. My mom used to do it for pot roast, and she would make a pot roast in, of course, the pot on the stove, and then let that thing cook. So we've got that. We're going to go ahead and do one more. We're also going to hit the other side because I'm not going all the way through. Let's get another hull here. And I used a whole head of garlic. That means the whole bulb. So we've got that in there. And come around. And go right in here. Put some more. And do some more. Let's get some down here. Now, my neighbor was very accommodating. I do not have room in my freezer. I'm a hoarder, so I have tons of stuff in my freezer. So she took care of the meat. And since we're having 2 holidays, because we've got a holiday with Chelsea and then we have a holiday with Carly coming up, I wound up getting 2 turkeys and 2 pieces of meat. So we're gonna redo. It's definitely a redo. So here's what we've got full of that garlic right now. I'm gonna go ahead, and when I smoke it, I can either leave it in the pan or I can take it out. It will get more smoke flavor if I take it out, but I may leave it in the pan tomorrow. I've got 2 things smoking, so I don't want to have a problem. Let's go ahead and start. My hands are always clean when I start this procedure. Now, it is not going to taste like coffee. I know some of y'all are all worried that we've got all this dried coffee on there, and you're thinking, oh my God, it's going to taste like breakfast. No, it will not taste like breakfast. I'm going to put that on there. Sometimes, and what I may do is put a little bit of the olive oil on after. Sometimes I use the olive oil, a little coating to get it to adhere, but this is a very moist piece of meat. Okay, I want to make sure that I've got these seasonings well on the sides, every place that the seasonings can touch. Now the nice thing is, if I have too much of the coffee rub, I can save it. I can stick it in the refrigerator, or, I mean, I really don't even need to refrigerate it. But, there we go. That's how it looks. And we're gonna cover this, we're gonna keep it in the refrigerator. Before I smoke it, I will take it out for a couple hours to let it warm up. So when it goes in the smoker, it doesn't have to catch up. It's going to go right in and really start cooking. It is going to take a few hours. You're going to want that temperature, that internal temperature, to get up to 115, 120. I like my meat rare. My husband likes his meat medium rare. So if you like it more well done, of course you would go up. Follow, jump on the internet and it'll tell you exactly how you should cook it. Use a meat thermometer. Don't just press. I mean, we used to press at cooking school. We used to press. We didn't have the meat thermometers like we have today. Get a ThermPro. Quickly calls Amazon. Get a ThermPro. Those are fabulous, and we love ours. But anyway, that's all there is to this. And as I said, we'll smoke it, then we'll let it rest, then we'll reverse sear it, and it will be wonderful. So I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, and watch my other videos. Thanks for stopping in.